Yeah, I admit I became a bit of a shark when it came to employment, and the fact that in my early 20s, I kept, like, if I found out employment opportunities, I'd tell my mates about it as well. Sometimes they told me, but I spent most of my early 20s unemployed looking for work, even though I was qualified with a bachelor's degree and a national certificate as well, and graduated high school. And there's so many people in my generation, there's tons of them. They have that story. It's one of the three common stories. One of them is that. Another one is they just kind of gave up, but then got their head right. Others just went straight into dead-end jobs. And then there was like the one that every five where they did a degree and they did all this and they did all that and it worked out. And then there's those who do a degree in that and it didn't work out. And then there's those who ended up being unemployed. And then there's the dead-end jobs. And I went and got a degree and then kept finding dead-end jobs. But it took me years. It took me until my mid-20s in order to actually start getting... I was 27 when I got my first full-time job that lasted that was all year round. It wasn't half year on, half year off, or 3 months on, 3 months off. So I started getting to the point where it was like a whole ton of my colleagues do now. I look back, or just like, you know, not telling each other about the job opportunities, and if there was a job opportunity available and your mate was going for it, you do everything you can to get the job over him, obviously without breaking the rules. But now we're wiser now we've, you know, realised what's going on. And those people say we're trying to ruin the family unit. You know, they used to say we're ruining the family unit, we don't want the next generation. But the thing is, it's all those are the reasons why. Is what I just told you about, the whole job market as well as the whole housing crisis, which used to cost $30,000 for a house here in New Zealand in the 60s, and then now it was like 80,000 in the 90s, and now it's over $1 million. Well, for the best houses now, it's like for like your average house is about 400,000. So these are the reasons why we're not really having much kids. It's for those reasons. It's not because we don't want families. We want them, alright. Because that's one of my 5 goals of life that I have left. Out of the other 5 I didn't, was to raise a family and own a home. There's 2 of them.